job. Light's not red for me. I'm too important.
There are other batshit crazy right wing. Hypothetical campaign, because the bar to be a functional, candidate for any nation or statewide elected office, the bar is really low for the Republican. So kind of want to know if Sarah Palin is saying, if God wants me to do it, I will. Didn't God send you the
Oh my God.
I mean, doesn't that mean anything? Why do you think God
These are not parking spots. This is a bike lane.
You're off stage and just when your family's personal crazy
Same to you.
No longer making headlines, like you could just.
Thank you so much. It's been really great catching up, and I hope we talk soon. Me too. Everybody will be right back with the good news.
The way you pulled in makes me wish your dad pulled out.
I stopped writing novels, report on the crimes of Donald Trump.
Spot there, spot there.
In 2018, I wrote a best-selling book about it.
You're getting out of the car.
In 2019, I launched.
Senators are simply too disgusted to comment about a situation. They don't have to. But a majority leader is stuck saying what must be said, what must be said for the record, what must be said for whoever out there in the country might need to hear it. And that means the
Right in the street, not on the sidewalk.
has to say things that make Don Quixote look like a pessimist. Things like
3 days, drops dead. I think
You turn your lights on.
Like
Dumb shit.
everywhere.
I'm rewatching the Borgias.
Good job, Semi. Not your light! Not your light! Pay attention!
She's unbreakable. And therefore, sit back as we read tons and tons of names of the fantastic people who are on our Alzheimer's list.
Race to that light.
KellyWolfit.com.
Downhill into Skyflock. He's already put a wheel on the dirt there. He's right on the edge or just over. He does the same thing here. He just gets a wheel on the dirt on the turn in. There's a car on the inside. It never helps because it kind of disrupts.
Not a crosswalk.
Vision into that corner. And it's got a little bit
social media when the pleading said, the idea that lawyers have a First Amendment right to litigate is without question, and it would insult the court to respect the authorities here.
Kitty! Look at this cat.
Squish that cat. All you need to know about cat restraint is to squish that cat.
That cat owns this block.
Hell yeah. Everyone knows that.
Don't you cross me, bitch.
Probably where it's when you drive. And
Yep.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Yep. Are you nearsighted?
Is that when you can't see far away?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
And it's gotten progressively worse in the last 3 years.
Yay. Yeah, I wasn't. Go. Go.
Honestly.
You did the right thing. You were in the intersection waiting for it to turn red, but you gotta complete it. Yep. This is my life. Okay, this is just funny. I can see that, yeah. All good.
I just want to flag this. Like, obviously, the insurance industry is riddled with problems, but like, this is even worse, right? Like,
This is way worse because this is the same kind of contract minus the regulations, right? So look, all of the things, and I'm 100% serious about this because people are drawn to
in the road.
Healthcare Sharing Ministries. HCSM is going to be the abbreviation that is used in the law and that I'm going to use in this episode. People are drawn to these because they're fed up with the profit motive in insurance companies, right? And let's describe very quickly how that works. That means the insurance company maintains actual
Much better
of the likelihood of certain events, and then
well, you know how excruciating this must be for the Giants to watch.
That says you don't have to publish the same kind of information because you're not advertising to the general public. You're advertising to people. You are soliciting people who are sophisticated investors. We feel like they can look at your business plan and figure it out on their own. You still do have some possible disclosure, but much less. Okay.
And it was on that route the FBI as well, because the technology that's available now to get a warrant in some cases, you could tell.
The way the Senate is structured, you're going to have to find ways to have people like John Tester from Montana and Joe Manchin from West Virginia, but even Maggie Hassan from New Hampshire. You have to find a way to elect.
Wrong way. Wrong way.
I'm very concerned about what's going to happen in this cycle. If we have the
Oh boy. You're parked in the bike lane, dude. Bike lane. You're in the bike lane. There's parking right there. Clearly they don't care.
He is barely my assholes.
Oh my god, seriously? What's up?
I gotta back out, man.
No, you don't. You can go out. You can go out that way. You can go out that way.
I could, but you'd be kind enough to let me back out. It's faster to go the other way real quick and I'll get out of your way, all right? Okay? You do that for me?
I'm under no obligation to.
I'm asking you nicely. Would you be willing to do that?
Sure.
Thank you. My obligation. I'm just asking nice, okay?
You're parked in a one-lane road. Why were you parked there in the first place? of driving. Supposed to ride in the street, asshole. What are you doing? Are you... What are you doing? Can't be bothered.
Come to this place with such force that it could be made better and purer. It could reach that point. I hope.
Confederation of the original 13 colonies into one republic was influenced by the political system developed by the Iroquois Confederacy, as were many of the democratic principles incorporated into the Constitution.
That means he has a very large audience that has at least listened to him from time to time. You know, like if 11 million people listen to each episode, that means there's probably a crowd of like, I don't know, 50 million people that check in here and there, just because most people don't listen to, especially with a podcast like his that's 4 or 5 hours long every single day. I don't know who would listen.
That was the most important thing in our lives about it. Right. Including very, very, very uptight, pristine.
No one in there.
Right.
In my view, that bulletproof said the other non-enumerated factor is actually how the judge leads off the findings, which is
Neo-Nazis.
Conservative, sympathetic American.
So I have a theory about this, okay? You ever met like a British person who thinks the NHS is a bad idea? And you're like, oh, you're a fun, delightful little curiosity. This is the 4 COVID
almost. Yeah, I guess maybe always. And they're often breaded and fried, sometimes in certain cases spritzed with citrus or grilled or smashed up with kidneys. Show them a picture of Keith's roast without equal. He packs right through that. He's like, hey, help yourself, brother.
Also, again, with nomenclature, but like that's bird spit soup.
It is.
Right?
It is.
No. The spit was on. If bird spit is in your recipe, it doesn't matter how much of what else is in that motherfucker. You're eating bird spit soup.